It's
I'm
that
taking a page out of Tanya's book, and I am gonna take on the thank you everyone for listening. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate you. We love you. We know this world is a dumpster fire, and so we appreciate you jumping in the flames with us.
wow.
Well, because if we're all gonna burn, let's burn together.
Oh my god, that is exactly what I would say. That was pretty good. I didn't even
Great,
script
thank
you.
you.
I
Dark
didn't even
was that dark enough? Dark enough for
you
Tanya.
you could
It
have
probably didn't have as high enough pitch as you would have liked.
you could have went darker. Everyone's trash. By the way, I've also had a cold. I don't know if I've told
Oh my
everybody.
god, you haven't,
No,
and we got lucky because we
my nose is
recorded early,
okay.
so you all didn't have to witness Tanya's first cold that she's
Mhm.
had in 8 years, and look, I'm not gonna shade you. This year, I had my first cold, or like at the end of last year, and for the first time in a long time, and I told you I was on the phone with ChatGPT like, "Excuse me."
I was calling girl, you wouldn't know. But I posted on social, like, literally, I had Theraflu in one hand, Mucinex in the other. I
Yeah.
think my phone was on speed dial with our, like, care team. I was thinking about urgent care.
At least it was letting my, like, anxiety out on chat on Not a Human and
No,
having chat
nope,
just say back to me like, "Girl, it's a
no.
cold." But you were going to actual doctors who were like, "Girl, it's a cold."
And now my back hurts. I'm like, "Oh my god, do I have something else?"
It's a
I
cold.
during COVID, I never had it, but during COVID, people would say,
That
"Tap
was a
your
Donald Trump, by the way.
tap your"
That was a Donald
Never
Trump.
had it.
COVID. I never had it. I'm
But
not like you
those people who
sickos,
did.
but
No, but there was, people would tell you to tap on your back to get movement and help circulation. So my
get
wife
movement,
I've had Jen tap on my back occasionally just to make the lungs
like
or just to
sinus movement or
make sure
something.
the lungs are going well. But yes, had a cold, was down for a week, stayed in bed for a day or 2, but I
I
think I'm back.
had tissues every time she came on video,
It
just the
was hard.
tissues, so you knew that she was in the
And,
struggle,
and a lozenge in my throat. It was very important that everyone heard me, but,
which you probably paid for, with FSA. Smart,
definitely,
smart.
definitely not out of pocket. But, yeah, so just for the listeners, in case I sniffle once or twice, I'm still getting through it.
Okay, God, thank you so much and everybody, thank you for your thoughts and prayers as Tanya moved through that, you
TP,
know, that transition in her life that was so challenging. Thank
TP.
you for all your
So,
thoughts.
but, before we start
What is
talking,
TP? Is that thoughts and prayers?
yeah.
Got it, okay.
Yeah. Before we go anywhere, there's been a lot of stuff happening, but one thing in particular disturbed me. I'm conscious of your consciousness of being conscious. I don't know what that means. That meant nothing. That meant
Co
nothing.
Common was my first rapper, that's all that matters,
We
conscious.
don't care about that right now. Common, I
I'm
would
saying
say it
Common
out
was my
loud.
favorite, he's
Okay,
a conscious man.
okay. He's also community peen, but we won't. I'm not saying that on air. But I did
Wow.
say did I say community peen? Everybody calls him community peen.
I'm so sorry that loving Black women is a crime.
Jihad, we love you. But he's been in the he's
Serena Badu. That's what I said, he loves on Black women.
he's
I'm
been
never gonna hate a
circulated.
man I'm
He
never gonna hate a Black man for loving on Black
listen,
women.
he's been passed
That's not
around.
true, I would definitely will. There's
You definitely will.
passed around in relationships, I'd like to say. The man's 55 years old.
So he's what is it called?
Is
What
he
is
55? I may be adding years on that man's life.
he probably is. I mean, if I'm in my early 50s, then he probably
Let
is.
me
You
fact check myself on
fact
the
check
air.
yourself. But yes, I'll take back community peen. That's actually a really nice.
He's 53.
So he's my age.
Oh, he dated Taraji too. I didn't
Girl,
realize that. Look,
I
I'm gonna stand dated, and he was in relationships with these women. Look,
they call that a serial monogamous? Is
girl,
that
no, we
serial
don't. He's
monogamy?
never been married, so we just call that a man in who's 53 who's dated. He's dating these women for years,
Okay. Is that what we're calling it?
and I think a couple of them broke up with him. Was the
Because
stories. I
he
know Badu did.
because he needed therapy probably.
I need to stop. We need to stop because I don't know enough about this man to be doing a
Listen,
slam on him.
well, okay, the only thing I'm willing to talk about, I don't know if you heard about it because 'cause you're not on social, but have you heard about what happened at the BAFTAs? Which
Yes, because you
yes,
texted me.
I
I'm not
texted
on
you.
social, but
And the only thing I wanna
social by
say,
proxy.
we're not gonna say a bunch about it. The only thing I wanna say is, although and I think it came from I keep quoting Uche, but, Uche Blackstock, but I will say
Shout out.
shout out, girl, call us.
Call
But
us.
I think the one thing she posted today was impact over intent.
Always. It's the first thing you learn in a DEI course.
First thing. So, yes, you didn't mean you didn't have control, and we acknowledge all of the things that was surrounded that individual. But does that mean that how it landed and how you felt, does that mean what does that mean for the people who had the impact it impacted?
Yeah.
And who's responsible as an organization if someone is at my event, as someone who works at a large organization, if I invite someone to to my event and they do something, as the organizer, I feel like it's your responsibility to take ownership and to make sure you apologize.
Yeah. I don't disagree.
So,
I don't disagree. I mean, I do yeah, I agree with you. The situation becomes complicated because of a disability, a known disability, but I think you're right. Intent over impact. It is unfortunate that someone who lives with a disease has the extra burden of knowing that their actions will unintentionally impact people probably every day of their life. That is unfortunate and that is also their reality.
that's a
And
reality.
so, yeah.
And yeah, love and support to Michael B. and Delroy Lindo, who is they're amazing, loved Sinners, and I look forward to them winning, hopefully, the Academy Award.
I mean, I hope they win too, but with the cast of I feel like that award is gonna has a movie that Leonardo DiCaprio's in ever not won something?
You know, but that was kinda there's a that's a problematic movie, but we won't talk about
I'm
that.
not saying that I'm supporting it, I'm just saying he has a movie that he's been in ever not won something.
He
I feel
doesn't
like
need
that
to
man is,
win.
like, on the top of their list.
Yeah, but he doesn't need another award show. But I
I
just
do
wanna
wanna just call out because we're gonna talk about reality shows, and in
'cause we are. We live in
and this whole
reality.
situation that you just talked about, I just wanna acknowledge that Alan Cumming also did not step up as a host of the show,
Nope.
and I just want to, remind everyone that Alan Cumming was a star in the reality docu-series Chimp Crazy. If you
I
don't
mean,
know what I'm talking about and you haven't watched Chimp Crazy, and you're okay with seeing chimps in a non-PETA compliant environment, I would watch that and,
it's unfortunate since
tell me
he
if your thoughts are different about Alan Cumming.
it's unfortunate because he is a queer man who also hosts one of my favorite reality shows, The
What?
Traitors.
What's that about?
It's a reality show in which you're either a traitor or you're faithful, and it's a competition show. It's a
But what
competition
is it,
show.
like dating? You're a
No, no,
traitor to
no,
your
it's all like, it's
traitor to
just
your race,
it has nothing to do with race.
human race.
It's like people are good and people are and you're secretly killing people on this reality show.
Is this a reality show or is it a game show?
It's
I
kind of
guess
like
there's kinda blurred
it's
line,
more yeah,
kinda.
it's more of a game show. It's a game show on Peacock. My financial planner, Chelsea just had a birthday and she had a traders themed party. And I don't think she was I think she was a trader. I think she was a trader in the it was a fun I was like, "You know what? That might be my birthday party in August."
I don't even know what you're talking about, but that sounds great.
Anyway,
That all sounds
so
great.
nobody people who watch traders, they know what it is, and a lot of people do like the show.
Okay. Speaking of traders, let's not the show. Can we just talk about Tyra Banks? please, and the
She's a
Netflix
traitor in
documentary.
many
It's
ways.
Netflix, right?
It's a Netflix
Netflix.
documentary. I don't know, it's called well, it's basically America's Next Top Model documentary. I don't know if you haven't watched it, we don't wanna give you any well, we're just gonna tell you that if you see someone in a trench coat with 0 emotion, just know that they have 0 care about you or any of your feelings, and,
Right.
don't get on that show.
And there's probably a reason she lives in Australia because she knows that all these people would come for her neck. Like, she basically ruined a billion people's careers and then was like, "You know what?
Right.
Let me go live somewhere
And
else."
s and sell warm ice cream. If you look her up,
Oh, yeah, that's
she
so
is
weird,
selling
right?
really weird and really bad warm ice cream. It's like, is that hot chocolate or what is going on? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Haven't been a fan.
Well,
I didn't I watched Top Model. Like, I guess I
yeah,
probably
a few
watched,
of us
like,
watched it,
season
right?
1. I watched season 2, a girl who we went to high school with was in it, so I watched season 1 and season 2. I think I turned off after that, but I have to admit, by watching the documentary, I was like, "I can't believe I was watching this." Like, it is the whole situation
I
where, like, the
watched it
girl
too.
cheats on her boyfriend on camera, and then they make her, like, call and confess to her
I
boyfriend,
remember
and
watching
she's
that.
that is that is so
It
gross. And she's the girl who worked at
God. And you
Walgreens,
know what? She looks not
and they did that blonde
girl,
hair on
stop,
her,
don't
and
do it.
she was like,
Stop.
I love it," and they show the picture, you're
What?
like, 1997
That
called, and
was pretty in 1997 because she was very thin. She was
oh, that blonde hair
extremely
was so
thin.
bad on her.
But I wanna say it was so sad. Like, when you look at the clips and I feel like I need to watch one of the episodes just to kinda go, "Why was I watching this?"
Don't do that.
When you watch the clips and you watch what they I mean, the black like, I will say the episode where they change races, why was this okay? Black people became white people, and then they had, the Native Americans, people were in blackface. Why was this a good idea? And why did we watch
I don't
this?
know. Well, because I'll tell you, and truly, this is so problematic. Everybody should check the relationships that they have and why they do what they do. Because when she said, basically, she created a whole show because she felt ostracized in an industry.
Right, because she was a bigger woman and she had a
She was like,
body.
let me create a show. So basically, you took a situation that you were in,
Trauma.
trauma,
Trauma
and you were
begets
like,
trauma.
"I'm gonna put all these people through this situation and then prove to the world that they're all wrong." And it's like, that's called using people as pawns, like, to prove a point. Like, girl, why don't you go out do a TED Talk? Don't use other people as
TED
pawns to
TED
prove your
Talk.
point about that traumas, like, that this trauma really hurts. It's like, "We got it, girl." Like, write a book, do a
But I
TED
will
Talk.
say that this show created culture, fashion. People looked at this as a sense of these women who first time plus size women. These were not plus size women, by the way. Let's just be clear. The one woman says she was a size 6
Yeah,
and
119 pounds.
she was being told she was fat and that I was like, no wonder we all had problems and we're on Weight Watchers and Jenny Craig and also
I'm not gonna blame my Weight Watchers on top
I'm
model, but I hear
officially
you.
blaming Weight Watchers for all of my diets at this point, and because at this point, looking at what they considered overweight, skinny was perfect, and all of the craziness they put these women through, and then for someone to sit up there, no apology, to say,
Well, let's not
"Cycle
forget, and
25." Did she really do a
but
that heifer, that heifer.
let's not forget, none of them actually became models. The
I
whole
mean, I will
point of the
say a few
show,
of them maybe was Eva,
Winnie
we
Harlow.
Winnie, and did she even win
No, I think she just, like, happened to be on the show, and I think that was probably by the time that reality TV
was over in
people were
that way.
going on reality
Right,
TV to get because they knew, to get something.
right.
Like, I think that, yeah, she and then the other black woman, I forget her name, who did win. But either way, no one became models, okay? Your
I
whole
just
show was
feel
about people becoming models, and they never did.
I just feel like if you haven't watched it, go watch it. But I also feel just sad for these women. I also feel like, though Tyra accepts no responsibility, there were the Jays, J Matt, the who's accept no responsibility. There was a photographer, there was the executive producer, there was everyone was taking advantage of these poor women. And so, and I would hope Tyra takes some evaluates something because she's gotten a lot of backlash from this, and maybe sends an apology note
Yeah.
or not. She
She's
stays in Australia and makes horrible and continues to make her ice cream,
hot ice cream.
hot ice cream.
She's a trailblazer. She's innovative.
Girl, nobody cares about your
She's
hot ice cream or
trash.
your hot mess outfit or your hot mess wig or your hot mess trench coat.
My
Nobody
god.
cares. Go get
That
therapy. Go get some therapy.
is that airbrush makeup she wears too? It's so thick. It's so thick.
I will say it's nothing like it's not what I got yesterday. I
Okay,
had a
let's
little bit of
keep
a
going.
little photos. So
Uh,
I'll share it with our
Tanya, I
listener.
think actually, hold on a second. Let me
What?
not, just in case you ever take me to court, I'm gonna read your words to me.
What are you talking about?
Hold on. Hold the line. Hold the
Okay, do we need like Jeopardy music? What is happening?
dun, 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 dun.
I guess this is the
Okay.
time people to go get snacks. I mean, what is going
No,
on?
I mean, girl, I may just run for office after taking those pics. And then you said, "Girl, I'm so offended. I can't get into any of my apps because the face recognition doesn't think it's me."
Okay, let me
And
just be okay.
then hold on, there's more, because I'm pretty sure you said you were trying to force me to record
Because
because
I
you had your
looked good.
makeup
I
done.
had my makeup done.
And then you said very Michelle. You just put, "I'm very Michelle," to talk about yourself.
I was this on the steps of the
And
Capitol.
I said something, I gotta find, you said something about, yeah, Michelle Obama energy later on. Anyway, let's just say if anyone was ever wondering if you struggle with self-confidence, please don't worry about Tanya. She's gonna be okay.
PSA, you ain't I
She's
got
gonna
this.
be alright.
I got this. But,
She
listen,
called herself the queen in Bridgerton, and then she just compared herself to Michelle Obama. All she needed to do was get her makeup done, and she was up there with
girl,
Michelle
it's the
Obama.
year of the fire horse, girl, the year of the fire
It
horse.
is.
And I'm a metal pig, and I'm a Leo.
I know.
Don't
By the
stop
way,
me.
2 pigs. We're 2 pigs because 'cause I'm a water pig,
You're a water pig. You're doing
which is
okay.
I'm 3 earth sign, so the water pig is like a perfect balance, obviously.
So what are you doing? What are you doing with your life?
Girl,
You better do something.
bringing you down to earth
Okay.
because I surround myself with people who need to be brought
Okay.
down.
Okay, water. Um, but listen, talking about Tyra, talking about my reality, which is reality. And as I will say, full disclosure, because there are people who know me who listen, I will,
I'm about to lie.
there's people who know me. I do watch reality. Okay. I'm just gonna say it,
Reality
reality
TV.
TV. I'm a reality, any show that two people are dating that they may have never met before, I'm definitely watching it on Netflix.
Like Love Is
But
Blind, you mean?
I do watch Love is Blind, okay?
Oh, okay. Mhm.
I didn't have to say the
I
title.
no,
I
I
wasn't gonna
watched,
say
like,
the
the
show.
first.
I wasn't gonna
Okay.
say the show. But I
Why?
guess the
Just in case we had to run an ad or something?
well, I didn't wanna, give free advertising without us,
Expose anybody, okay.
call us. But what does reality TV say about us viewers? Us as viewers. I mean, what does it say about you? Particularly, you know, 10 years ago, 15 years ago? Because I mean, I've been watching it for a while, right? So what does it say about I mean, especially when it was just not okay, like Real World and some of those shows, yikes.
Yeah. Well, I think there was a novelty. I mean, Real World is a good example of, like, there was a novelty. to it in the beginning. I mean, it was one of first of all, it was on MTV, and it was, like, one of the
Right.
only, like, shows that wasn't music videos, and then I think you got kind of, like, hooked on the I mean, I think Road Rules, I kinda was like, I'm good on this,"
Girl,
but
nobody cares. But
nobody
those
cared
aren't
about
well,
Road
those
Rules.
weren't the type of shows I watched.
No, but I'm saying when you're saying, like, 25 years ago,
Right.
30
Jesus.
years ago, like, that's, like, when they were first, like, you started to see, like, reality TV, right? I think I don't watch so much TV now, but when I do watch TV, have to be honest, I mostly watch nonfiction. Well, I watch documentaries first
Mhm.
and foremost. I watch talk
Or
shows
this
second.
or anything that's someone that's real. It's you want something you want it to
Yes,
feel
I want
really
real.
real.
I want real. I want talk
Not
show, I want
reality
stories,
shows.
I want interviews, I want documentaries.
Okay.
But that's where I am now. I would say 20 years ago, it started in the reality space, for sure.
Right. And so, I mean, what was okay n 15, 20 years ago, try 20. What was okay 20 years ago? A lot has evolved, right? Sensitivity about people, how we have gone, you know what? It was okay then, but it's not okay with me now.
Girl.
I'm not laughing at the drunk girl getting abused or
Right.
laughing
I know
at
there's, like, shows I won't even say the title now because I'm like, "That was so
girl.
problematic, I don't even think
No,
we can talk about it."
no. I don't think we
Yeah,
can. And so
yeah,
I don't know. I think sometimes I think the reality brought out the worst in those people because a
yeah.
lot of them, a few of them are in office right now.
Are in what? Oh, in
In
Office, I
in
know.
office,
Jesus,
I'm not even gonna
my
say who,
god.
but
Don't.
maybe 1 or 2 are in
Oh
office
my
right
god,
now.
I forgot about that.
I didn't, and some of it did it bring the worst out in us? I mean, what does it say
What?
about us when we are watching that kind of stuff? Or does it just say that we've evolved and changed with the
Oh my
times?
god, we definitely haven't, because you know what, I'm just now, in this
What?
moment, having this realization that 20 so let's call 20 years ago, 2005,
Okay.
2006.
Ooh, what was that show?
S Social media was not what it is now.
No.
So you weren't following
Mm-mm.
celebrities or other people besides I mean, Facebook had just come out 2004 or 5,
Right.
and you were following only or you were only friends with people in your life. MySpace was really only mostly people in your
Girl,
life.
no. Right.
So maybe it's still the same type of thing, but just, like,
Oh,
now
God.
you know what I mean? Like, we're following those people's lives. Back then, we were following their lives on TV. Now we don't need to as much because you could see it on social if you really wanted
Right.
to.
I mean, we can watch someone go through their own journey. I mean, we've seen some celebrities recently pass, and it's like we've actually watching their entire journey go on. And I don't know what that says. I don't know if that's
Ugh,
okay. I don't
it's
know if it's
cringy. It's
good,
cringy, even though
you know?
I'm part of it, it's cringy.
And we're on girl, people are looking at us. People are, like, rolling their eyes right now because, by the way, we
I
have a
know.
podcast right now. We're
Well,
we are
yeah.
girl, and
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
mean, but I'm not like yeah, I okay, so I was just thinking of
no
when you
one's
were talking,
following
I was
you.
thinking of John and Kate plus 8. Did you
Oh,
ever
go
watch that on
you know
TLC?
what? I remember that she was a little bit trashy, and I just remember she treated her husband badly, but I didn't
Oh,
dive
he
in
was
like
trash.
like Honey Boo Boo. I mean, I don't know. I don't know
I
if
didn't
anyone
watch that. TLC had a
oof,
run of problematic ass shows. A
TLC
run.
will pay you for the trashiest. Wasn't there this mom, this single mom? She had like 8 or 13 or 26 kids.
Oh, yes,
What was it?
Octomom. Octomom. I don't think that's what they called her, but I don't know if that was what her show was called, but yeah,
No, but I
basically.
remember the Octomom. Where is it?
Yeah.
You know what?
She's from out here, girl. She's from Southern California.
I just wanna know where are they now? That's the shows I like to see. I like to know where Honey Boo Boo is actually I think Honey Boo Boo's
Well,
a nurse.
for that, you have to tune into VH1. TLC run the trash, and then VH1 does the follow-up.
I remember the exposés, those were really fun. But I will say, listen, I
How
don't
old
think
is
any
Honey Boo Boo?
Honey Boo
Is she,
Boo's in
like,
her
25?
20s. Yes. I think
Oh my god.
she has a brother that's her I think she's engaged to a
You
brother.
talking about a brother she's engaged to a black man? Are you serious?
I literally just fell off the chair. Yes. Honey Boo Boo,
She's engaged to a black man, Honey Boo Boo is?
she's been dating him for quite some time, and I don't know why that's funny.
I don't know why. I just thought they were, like, super I couldn't even imagine black people in that
And I will say
in
there
her
is something
life.
really sad.
Wait,
So,
I can just see this.
Honey Boo Boo's 20. She is 20. Alana Thompson is 20. Her mom went through a lot.
We're gonna get sued on this episode. Keep
No one's
going.
suing us. She
Yeah, her
went through
mom passed, right? Did she pass?
No, she recovered from a problem, I think. Like, she had an
Okay.
addiction problem, but Alana, I think,
I'm
is
seeing her and her
living
boyfriend.
in
She moved to
Colorado.
Colorado.
She's going to college. I mean, this is progress for someone who was where she was.
No, it's not. What do you mean where she was? She
Congratulations
was
to
but
Honey
what do you
Boo
mean
Boo.
progress? She was a her whole thing was she was a child star. She was a pageant girl.
She was a
So it's not like
pageant
progress
girl.
from where she started.
Girl, she was a pageant girl that was in a I mean, if you think about I'm
I
sorry.
can't. I just
This is
see the
bad.
picture of
This is
her.
so bad. This is I can't. Oh my okay. How did
Where
this
she
happen?
came from.
How did it
Where she
happen?
came from. Girl, she just came from a state that other
Oh my god.
Americans come from. Girl, she
How girl, how did this happen? We will the ra
you're like, blessings that she made it out. It's like, I feel like that's a life that a lot of people like, she wasn't
girl,
I
she
feel like
was
that's the whole
raised
reason she had a show. She was like a pageant girl.
she was a pageant girl, but it had a twist to it. It wasn't just like a
What
traditional
was the
pageant.
no, the twist was
The
that
twist that she
we
was a
are crazy and the viewers with the twist is
the twist that
producers
they
was
were,
gonna
like,
say,
poor.
"That's just life," but that's, like, life for people that's
Oh
just
my god.
life for poor people, and the producers just knew that uppity people would watch it.
'Cause TLC is so much trash.
Yeah. I mean,
TLC took advantage.
they definitely played on her. They played her. They
They
played her.
played her, but they also paid her a lot of money. I mean, if we were getting those
Did they?
coins, if any little black
She
girl
did.
was
Did
getting
they,
those
like
coins,
someone died in Honey Boo Boo's family. Her sister, maybe?
someone
Somebody
died of
died.
addiction, her father had to enter jail, and her mother became a crackhead.
Okay.
They filmed it all. What I'm telling you is they filmed there was a season, like a new season, and finally they decided this is too
Allegedly, a
much.
crackhead gets sued. Allegedly.
Allegedly, TLC decided it was too much to cancel the show.
I feel like this is all I feel like this sounds so out of pocket
This
that it
is
can't
real.
be real.
This is real. Before you
Okay.
I mean, what I'm telling you is
Okay.
none of this is lies. It's just that you can't
All I
digest that
know
Honey Boo
is
Boo
when I
was
searched
underrepresented when you searched Honey Boo Boo.
all I know is when I searched Honey Boo Boo in my search history, Honey Baked Ham came up first. Shows me where my priorities are.
So, well, since we've just derailed poor Honey Boo Boo, maybe it's time for a little of our own confessions
Okay.
about, let's okay, your
Oh,
cousin.
poor
I have a
thing.
feeling for our viewers, you're about to be on a Honey Boo Boo spiral after the show's over.
I'm about to send those little gifs of her, like, dancing in the little tutu, like, "Honey Boo Boo, don't do this."
Okay,
Like,
so okay, let me just tell you this one quick story. At my last one of my jobs when I worked
you were
at
Honey Boo Boo for Halloween.
I was Honey Boo Boo for Halloween, and
I
my
made that up. I
no,
just made that
I
up.
I have pictures. I had she used to eat Cheetos. I had a big bag of Cheetos, and my dog was the Honey Boo Boo rep. Like, yes, I was Honey
If
Boo
this
Boo.
isn't your shameful
I was
moment of what
Honey
we were gonna just go into, of talking about what's a show you cannot believe you actually watched, and
I
what does
was
it say
full
about you,
disclosure, full
this
disclosure. I was Honey
is
Boo Boo,
bad.
and I might
Is
have
that
to
picture
post
gonna be posted on social media?
I think it might be.
Show it to me right now so I can
Okay,
see
I
it.
think I have it because several years I have post
A Cheeto bag, you're out of pocket. That
I
is
can't
nuts.
why
Now,
is it
look, I was me and my girlfriend, we were
tell me.
Lamar and Chloe. She was Lamar, I was Chloe, but this was before the accident and before their
Did
show,
you say I'm a
so
Lamar? So it's
but it
like,
was before.
I guess the before the accident is better. I will post it. I will post my Honey Boo Boo picture and maybe not a it'll be embarrassing. Full disclosure.
Okay. Oh my god. I can't even believe that you were, like, gonna slip that in, like, just like nothing.
I mean, I actually think it's like,
I
you know
didn't
what?
really
I
watch the
won the
show
con and
yet, I was hurt for Halloween.
I won the prize. There was a day off. The team if you were best prize had a day off. I won. I won. It was pretty good.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, let's go to where we were going of it's time that we do our own viewing
Right.
confession. So what's besides Honey Boo Boo, apparently, what is one show that you just, like, really can't believe you watched and, like, you'll say it here and you'll tell everyone, but also, like, you have, like it's problematic?
I'm gonna say it, and I feel bad for it because Lord rest her soul, being Bobby Brown.
Oh my god, I should have worn my Whitney shirt, not my Beyoncé.
Being Bobby Brown. And
Oh,
every moment you watch that show, that's how this is going back to taking advantage of people. You've got her daughter who was very young at the time and not as wasn't, was going through like that awkward I'm not pretty phase.
God rest her soul too,
God rest her
both of
soul.
them.
Then you had Bobby Brown, who was clearly in the throes. They were in the throes of addiction, alcoholism, and everything else. I would just remember. You remember? I mean, I just remember.
I never watched an
You
episode or a clip. I'm way
never
too big of
watched
a Whitney
it.
stan. I'm way too big of a Whitney
I
stan for that.
think that that reminds me that should have never been on TV.
Yeah.
No one should ever watch it. Should have watched
No.
it. And that who was around her?
Oh god.
Who was her friends
Poor
that said,
sissy.
"Who?"
Poor sissy.
Okay, I'm not gonna say anything.
Why not poor his
Lord
sissy?
bless her soul, because
Oh,
she's
because she
deceased.
did sissy die too?
Didn't Sissy die? Girl, girl, I thought Sissy's dead.
Tea and peas?
Girl,
Really?
check before I just killed off Sissy. Check to see if Sissy is
She may
alive.
be dead because she you know what? She died.
I
She
mean,
died in 24.
right,
You're right.
Sissy's gone. But, I mean, think about it. Think about it. The reality is, you know, her mama should have told her not to be on that show. But
Her mom told her not to juke, and you saw how well that went, so
she
you
was in the
can't
throes. She was in the throes.
sissy couldn't
So,
do it
okay,
all.
so I confess.
Allegedly.
I feel bad that I feel like some people may go to look at the video or the YouTube of being Bobby Brown and be embarrassed for me. What about you?
Oh god, okay. I have a lot of shameful ones
You do, probably.
because now I don't watch it so much, and so now I have this extra layer of, like, shame, but I would say not like, "Oh god, Jessica, you shouldn't be watching this because of your time," but truly for similar to you, like, deep down, this doesn't sit right in my spirit, is I don't know, I was gonna say Love After Lockup, but now that I'm actually sitting here,
Girl,
I don't know that that is very bad, but
it's
I'm gonna
lock up.
blame that on COVID because I was locked in a house and that
I mean,
I
it's as
was
bad as was it Bad Boys? What was that? What was that? The one
oh, Cops,
Cops,
the
Cops.
original.
That
I
was
saw
just
an episode of Cops the other day. Why did I see that? Oh, because I was watching a documentary and they showed, like, a clip of Cops. I'm like, "I can't believe people used to watch this shit. That is crazy."
that was I mean, we're talking like the height
We're
of like what were we watch? I mean, what
no,
were
we're
people
talking
watching?
about also, like,
Black men
just, like,
being
black men over and over and over again being,
always
like yeah,
black and
portrayed
brown.
as, like yeah,
Right. I mean,
that was
and
gross. No.
when you were international, there was a whole thing about people who are international, and you'd see it on TV,
Watching it.
and that's how people kinda basically saw you. That was
Yeah.
right.
Oof.
Okay, so what was your
Okay,
one
so
that was
I'm gonna go with 16 and pregnant. Teen Mom. A 16 and pregnant is not what I watched. I watched Teen Mom. That's bad. And
I
I
don't
watched
even
it.
know
It's
what that
bad
show's about.
because it's bad because I was not 16. I was a grown ass adult watching 16-year-olds have babies. Now, I didn't watch when they were pregnant. That's 16 and pregnant. I watched Teen Mom that followed them after they had the babies. And it basically just showed
Exploitation.
these girls who were, like, 17 with, like, two-year-olds or one-year-olds, like, trying to figure it out, and, like, some of the storylines were, like, okay, and I could see how they could be positive, like, they were like, "Okay, you've got 2 parents who may be divorced, but they're coming together to co-parent and help you through and help," but, like, that was, like it was very clear they'd have, like, a person who that was their story, and the rest of them were just wrecked. Like, you could just watch the generational trauma just, like, laid on these poor kids, and these kids I
Mm.
think why it's so bad
What was the
also
demographic of these kids? Like, when you think about racial demographics,
it was a lot of white people. No, this was
okay.
not that is, I guess,
They
at
weren't
least a
giving any stereotype, it was just
no, it was not. It's
exploitation
actually
it was
it
just exploitation.
yeah, and I will say MTV would do this thing where they
God,
probably
MTV.
legally had to, where they'd come on and be like, "If you know someone who's pregnant or thinking of,
Call
there are
us? I mean, what?
resources.
Send me their
Call
number?
us for the next taping." No, they would say, like, "There are resources for teen moms, blah, blah, blah."
Yeah,
But no, it was a lot of people in rural America. I think
yeah.
they did do the demographics of teen moms, like, quite frankly, it was, like, a lot of people in rural America, it was a lot of small town, it was not big city people,
Okay, so this
small
is another one.
towns.
When you think
It was
about it,
gross.
I was
Cops
thinking
were
of
being called all the time,
on
like,
what? On the kid?
child negligence, drugs on one of the
Oh
parents.
god.
Yeah,
Well, I will
I know.
say, I feel like it goes along the same line of Jerry Springer because do you remember
Gosh,
Jerry
I did
Springer?
watch Jerry Spring yeah, and Maury, both. But I
We
watched yeah,
Maury
my
was
mom used to hate it. If my mom, like, knew that I probably
oh
still to this
god.
day, if I said
Cheryl,
Cheryl, sorry. If I
sorry.
said I watched it, she'd be so disappointed and disgusted, but I
You
would.
are not the
Richard
father.
Bey, too. Did you watch Richard Bey?
What's that?
Damn. Richard Bey goes back. That's like it's like mid-80s. I was way too young. Jenny Jones, around the time of Jenny Jones.
Oh,
Did you
okay.
watch that?
Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
Jenny Child. Okay, so
Okay.
okay, let's just talk about it. So why did you watch these shows? I mean, what did you get out of it? I mean,
I used
honestly,
to
what did you
watch
get out
I
of
used
like
to well,
16?
nothing. 16 and pregnant, a storyline. I swear, I think it really does. That's what I said. I've just, like, developed into caring more about people who have kind of more enriched
Mm,
lives. But, yeah, I love a storyline. I love seeing people's, like,
the
you know
grit. It was the
yeah,
grittiness of it.
everyone has a story and watching, like, love and compassion, but trauma and yeah, I don't know, emotion.
Yeah. I
Girl,
mean,
I don't
I
I could
think
tell you what, it wasn't like
there was no there
it
was
wasn't
no
enriching my life, that was for
no,
sure.
and it's just I mean, I will say a lot of these TV shows, the toxicity that you're putting into your mine. I mean, I will say that the Housewives franchise, I have not really watched it in a couple years, maybe a year or
Yeah.
so, but I was
Wow.
obsessed.
A
I
year
watched
or
it.
so?
What?
God, I haven't watched it in probably 10.
I will say Atlanta had me in a
Yeah,
chokehold,
this first season of
and
Atlanta I watched.
Potomac and some of the
Yeah,
all the black shows. I will say that all the
wow.
black shows had me, but the first seasons were always the best. But I think at some point, and maybe you're right about social media, I don't need to watch these reality shows
Right.
because in some ways you can go on TikTok
You can watch
and
them they're doing their whole
or
thing on
YouTube
TikTok
or
anyway. Right.
right or YouTube shows or whatever. But I know we said we see it differently, but what has changed in you? I mean, I think for me, I don't know. I just don't have
Well,
I don't know.
we're older. I mean, I think it's different when you're younger and you're watching people who are older than you. So, like, I feel like when Housewives came out, I was not
Right.
at a housewife
Right.
age yet.
Right. We were
So it
like
was like, "Oh, like, cool." Like, I don't know, so it was novelty, I guess.
right. These
I
rich
think
women and then showing
yeah,
you
yeah,
all
yeah.
of the
Like,
opulence.
okay.
Yeah, that's
Right.
cool.
But I think there's an escapism piece, right? For sure. Like,
Mhm.
where you're just but there's also they do a good job of just, like, kinda like scripted shows, like, there's archetypes in it where
Yeah.
you find something in someone that you can relate to,
Right. Right. There's
and
always
then
the black
it
woman
draws you
who's the
in.
bad girl. The bad but they're
Or the
really
one in the family who gets, like, ostracized. I think about I did watch Real House. I think the last one I watched was Jersey. the
How
season
sad.
when Teresa flipped the table. This is before jail and all
Oh
that.
my god,
She
girl, that's
flipped the
like 10
table.
years or 15 years ago.
That's what I'm saying. That's, like, the
Long
last
time
time I
ago.
watched it. So
Right.
I think I did, like and you were like, "Oh, there was a brother-sister dynamic there," and so you, like, catch on to some of that,
Yeah.
I guess. It's
Girl, I
cheap.
think it's just
The
trash.
lure is cheap. They're pulling you in
I
on
think
cheap,
cheap cheesy.
trashy gossip,
And it's
basically.
sometimes I do like the idea that, listen, this is not my life. I'm not dealing I'm
Right,
not on crack. I'm not dealing with that stuff. Their lives I'm not slapping somebody in a restaurant, who's considering my best friend, and all of a sudden I get into a fight with her. That's just not it's
right.
all just reality is not reality. And we all
Yeah,
know it, right? Reality is
right.
scripted, reality is entertainment, and can we see it just like that? I mean, people give me hate
Yeah.
for this sometimes the trash I watch. But sometimes it's like, it's okay. I was like, you know what? I don't need to think about the seriousness of life and watch CNN news. I'm not trying to watch
Oh my
CNN.
god. But you know you're watching a trashy show when, like, you're hiding it from people in your life.
I do.
When Jay Seal would come, I would never watch Teen Mom when he was around. Like, one time he was like, "What are you watching children?" I was like, "What?
Yeah.
No. What?
Jen,
Ah."
Jen, Jen judges me harshly for all TV. And she's
Yeah.
like, even married to, then there's Married to Medicine. I mean, I watched some of the ones that I'm just like,
Married to Medicine?
Married to Medicine. And I'm
What is
like,
that?
I
Is
would
that just
never
like Wives of Doctors?
why black wives of doctors, but you just never want any of these women to be men or women to be your doctor because
What
they
show
are
is that? What is this on,
it's
BET?
a Bravo.
Oh, Bravo has an all black
It's
doctors
pretty much
show?
all black doctors. They're all in Atlanta.
Oh, okay. That tracks.
Mhm.
Okay. Also, we didn't bring this up yet, but you're kind of like you're saying, like, you can watch reality show as like community. Like when during COVID, I
Uh-huh.
remember that's I think when wait, well, Love After Lockup for sure. That's when I started watching that
I
was
don't
near
know when that I
COVID.
don't
But
know.
I also Love After Lockup's terrible. Love After Lockup starts when people they start tracking a couple when someone's about to get out of prison. And then so they go and they kinda do the backstory of like, "Oh, this person's been putting money on this person's books for how long, blah, blah, blah,"
Okay,
and it's
girl.
like showing their relationship,
You said putting
showing
money
them
on
to
the
go s
books.
showing them going to see them in prison, blah or jail, either way, and then it tracks them after they get out, and their relationship which is, likely bound to
I mean, I
fall
guess that
apart.
sounds good if they're like elevating themselves and kind of doing better.
No. No, because normally one of them just like on 90 Day Fiancé, one of them is off. And it's not always the person who's in jail. Like, it could be the person who's committing their whole life, met a stranger on, like, a meetaninmate.com, which some of these met,
Did you say
and
meat? Please
now
don't
they're
let we
dating
might have to say,
someone.
I don't need to promote meetinmate.com.
I don't know
Please.
that that's what it's called, but it's basically that. There's, like, a dating website for people who are incarcerated, and you can go on and you date them, and now you have basically a pen pal until they time for them to come out, and now you guys have been playing house, and now it's like, "Oh, no. He's coming out and has to put or she, and has to put an address down, and it's gonna be your crib."
My
And
question
you
is, have you ever watched 90 Day Fiance? Because this seems like
Yes.
it's right within your wheelhouse.
That's what I'm saying, yes. I watched 90 I didn't get, like, addicted to it, but I definitely put down a couple seasons during COVID years also.
I never understood the appeal of 90 Day Fiance. It just seems like green card love times 10 in which
Seal
these
was on 90 Day Fiancé. Okay, hold on, before I throw that out there like
wait,
that
hold
without
on. Hold
explanation.
on. Late breaking
Not with
news,
me.
photographer
No.
extraordinaire. This is how Jessica met. This is
I didn't say
it.
I was on it. His first wife. No, I'm just kidding. No, he was a real estate agent in New York City, and so
Oh
he
my
was
God.
showing a couple who were just finding their first place together. He's on their episode.
Okay, why do I feel like we need to
I
show
think it's
that?
90 Day
That
Fiancé
next
or it's the one about it's called like, maybe one of the other networks' versions of it. I forget what it's called, but
that
yes, he
next
was
to
on
my
it.
Honey Boo Boo picture, we need to maybe promote. We need to post.
Okay, that I will. I'll find a screen I will have him tell me what show it was, and I'll find a screenshot of it.
Oh my God. So, okay. So let's see. Are we doing? Let's do
Okay.
a rapid
Some
fire.
quick okay. What is the yeah, the first reality show that comes to your mind, okay? What is the most chaotic show you've watched?
God, Biggest Loser.
If they've made a documentary about the reality show, you know the show was trash.
Oh
That
my god,
Biggest
and I
Loser
just
documentary
watched
is
that
terrible,
documentary, and I was like and that's another one. What was
painful.
I
I
thinking when
don't
I was
Weight
watching
Watchers comes back
these
around.
these
Weight
poor
Watchers comes back
these
around.
poor people? And I actually think there was somewhere in my crazy mind that I was like, "Should I apply?" I vaguely remember thinking that that was a good idea.
You're like, "I vaguely remember," and then you
But then
pull in your
but when
computer,
you
your
think of
application.
when you these poor people
Chaotic.
was just it was crazy. That was like
Yep.
craziness. So yes, I will say Biggest Loser.
Yeah, okay,
Okay,
that is a bad one.
what about yours? What about your most
Okay, most
chaotic?
chaotic, I mean, Kid Nation. I was hard
The hell
body
was
on Kid
that?
Nation.
What is
Oh,
Kid
no.
Nation?
Kid Nation is on my sister, if she's listening, is probably dying laughing. Kid Nation was a show, it's basically like Lord of the Flies. They took a bunch of kids, they put them on a dude ranch. It's like Survivor, but with little kids. All these kids were 6th grade and under.
Girl, that sounds horrible.
And they put them on a dude ranch, and they made them survive, and whoever got to survive got, like, a
Girl,
$20,000
stop.
scholarship to college or something. It was bad. First of all, the union they didn't have the union stuff right, so these kids were, like, fully working, but didn't have the contracts right. These kids talked about how, like, it was actually, like, there really were no adults around. They kinda just let these kids, like, run. Kids were getting bullied. Kids were get oh,
Girl, why does
it's a
this sound like this doesn't
and
what
this was on
channel was what was
Fox. This was
oh,
on Fox.
well, Fox is always a little suspect
Yeah, this
sometimes.
show is bad. It was really bad. If anyone look it up, Kid Nation.
Oh
It's
my god, now I feel
so
like
chaotic and problematic.
oh, okay.
I made my
Okay.
sister, like, 2 years ago watch an episode on YouTube with me.
Okay, so what is a show that you tried to pretend you weren't watching? What you were hiding, like, literally?
Teen Mom for sure. I would say John and Kate Plus 8 was bad. I tried to pretend I wasn't watching that one because I got
Yeah.
way too into all the storylines of all the kids.
These poor
That
kids,
was
where are
bad.
they now? I need to know. Okay.
It's not good. The half of them don't talk to the mother, this couple don't talk to the father.
Wasn't there a show about this woman who had almost what was the teacher that had a relationship with her student?
Oh, that was not a show. Mary Kay Letourneau?
Wasn't there a show? Didn't they follow them at
Maybe
one
there was.
point?
If there was,
I feel like they
if
followed
there
them at some
was,
point.
this is a good example of how I've grown up because I was obsessed with that case, and if that show came out back then, I would have
I mean,
watched it,
maybe
but
I'm
that's
wrong, but why do
disgusting.
I feel like
You're
there
probably
was
right.
some,
His
like,
name
small
was
there was some it's like a mini series talking about
she died.
she did not. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh, god.
she
Cancer?
died in 2020. I think it was cancer.
And he was left with the kids. Are you
You just
sure?
learned he died, and now you're like, "Wait, what?" No,
Who
yeah,
took
yeah,
care of the kids?
she definitely died.
That was sad.
I'm
The whole thing was very sad.
trying to see, was there a T what is his name in pop culture? 20 there was a TV movie. No, girl, I think you made up that there was a
Okay, maybe it was a TV movie.
maybe it was the TV movie.
Maybe it was a
You
TV
probably did
movie.
because it was on USA. That tracks that you would have watched that. All American Girl, the Mary Kay Letourneau story.
All I know is I remember I was enthralled. I couldn't stop watching. I couldn't. I really was like,
Yeah, that
okay,
was bad.
so yours was I can't believe that kids show that sounds terrible.
Kid Nation.
Kid Nation that
Kid
no
Nation.
none of us are gonna watch.
Yeah,
And
don't
okay,
watch it.
do I even have one? I don't even know. Okay, Joe's okay, the one I okay, I'll be honest. There is one that
50
I
minutes in, he's honest.
did watch, and
Right.
I'm embarrassed today. The
Okay.
Appren The Apprentice.
Oh, you know what? I can proudly say never,
I feel like we need
never
to take
did.
this out.
That's
Do
a
we need
game
to
show kind of. No, I guess it's reality show. No,
am I gonna confess that I actually watched that?
you
But
already
then
did.
I just did it. I mean, and honestly, there was
Did you like him in it?
no, I didn't
Oh,
actually think I watched I don't remember how many seasons. I remember watching 2 seasons. I don't think I realized who this person at that point. He was clearly not no one. It was that there was something about the business aspect I thought was interesting, the
Oh, now you're
competition.
pretending. Oh,
The
now you're an intellectual.
competition!
Now
Oh
you're
my
an
god.
intellectual.
We are officially oh my god, okay, so let's decide. I can't. Okay. What
Okay.
is a
Well, now
show
what yeah, what's one
I'm so
you just watched for Community? I Love is Blind is one I have just watched for Community
you
to
know what?
talk to people, and The Bachelor too. I watched The Bachelor very
I
early
will
on.
say that I'm a Bachelor Nation member. I mean, I don't know if any of y'all are a Bachelor Nation,
Hopefully not.
let me
Uh,
know and we can okay, I will say that there's a group of us at work, where I work, that we actually used to have a Tuesday lunchtime 30-minute call to talk about The Bachelor. We are very all very highly accomplished fundraisers at the time, but we had a bachelor conversation. No judgment. What
a
was
lot
yours?
of judgment. No, I mean, mine's is bad. Love is Blind.
I mean, I love Love Is Blind. And now,
Okay.
you know what I
I'm
love?
ashamed to say it, and you're like, "I love it."
You know what I love now? Love Is Blind International. I've watched
Okay.
Love Is Blind in France, Love Is Blind Spain, Love Is Blind Madrid. I mean, all of it.
How do you have the time? You watch a lot of TV. This is what we're also learning about Tanya
I
right
don't think
now.
I watch a lot of TV because I
Girl,
love the
you've
fact I'm a binger.
named 35 shows that you
I'm a
watch.
binger. I'm a binger.
Binger just means you watch the same amount of show,
I
but in a
will okay, so this is what
truncated
I'll say.
time.
I am really good at having a background TV. I like background TV.
Okay.
So chances are I've probably posted something watching The Bachelor and really not paying attention
Okay.
to anything. I'll look
Well,
up and okay,
okay, we already
where's
know what show you would be on.
what show am I going on? I'm
Well,
not The
you've
Biggest
already
Loser.
talked about, like, yeah, I was gonna say you've already
Okay,
talked about an application you put together for Biggest Loser.
now, you know what? The one reality show I would actually go on, I probably would
Shark
go on the
Tank.
you know?
That's not a reality show, that's a game show, I
No, but
guess,
I would go
kinda.
on the traders. I like the idea
Yeah.
of being a traitor, not a faithful. I would wanna kill people. I would wanna be, like, one of the people killing people off. It's a really fun show. But if
Okay.
it's a reality show, I think Housewives of Philanthropy would be a really good show.
Nobody else does.
What
I
about
would
you?
go on what's the guy's show with the, Mormon, All the Wives? I would love to go on that and be like an undercover wife.
Please tell okay. Jason, I'm calling
What is
Jason.
that one what is that one called? No, not
Mormon.
Mormon wives. No, the guy with the blonde hair who had, like, the 4 wives.
I know what
God,
you're
what is that?
talking about, and he was
It
trash.
was before Mormon wife. It was before
I
that.
know what you're talking about, but he was
What is
just
it
on
called?
wasn't he just on
He's so
Survivor or
weird.
something? He's horrible.
He's disgusting, but that's why I think it
You
would be
wanna be
so
his wife?
funny. I think I would love
Does he
to
have
be like a key one
does he
that's
have
like a
black
secret
wives?
one.
Was there any black wives involved
No,
in
there's
this?
not. That's why it would
Right.
be so funny.
I think you might be
No.
the first one.
Yeah, okay, so if I wasn't doing
Okay,
that, I feel like I would maybe go on reality show. Oh, well, do they count does Queer Eye count? Because I do love Queer Eye.
Hmm.
Isn't that a reality show? The cast is so petty. Maybe I'm just Karmo's sidekick, and I'm telling people about, like, "Pull out your
You
journal.
could nominate
Let's
a
talk."
friend, not me because I'm
Oh,
pretty
you?
together. Girl, I'm together. You not need a not I don't need help.
Okay, fine.
I don't look like
What would you
I'm a mousy whatever.
Oh,
Have you seen me?
excuse us, excuse us.
Girl, you cannot come on, give me a
Well,
reality show.
I did actually apply to be on would we count Finding Your Roots with Henry Louis Gates? Is that
Oh
reality?
my god, I love that. That's a good
That's
one.
not
That's
really
a I
reality, that's
mean,
a documentary kinda show
it's
too.
fine. But, anything with be if there was a Beyoncé involved in finding the next
Oh, you know
whatever.
what? I did watch Lizzo's, my girlfriend and I
Y
watched that The
I did too.
Problematic Lizzo's Big Girl Parade, or what's it called?
Were you trying to be a dancer? I just wanna know.
What was her show called? No.
Big girls,
Big
2 for the
Big
big
Girl Parade?
girls, big girl for the 2 3-2 for the big girls. I don't remember.
Oh my god.
All I know they were dancing and they were big girls.
Yeah. Let me see what that show was called because 'cause I'm forgetting. Lizzo show.
Listen, we have
For
we have
people
made
who
some
don't watch reality show, we've talked for a whole long time about
I
reality. Watch
literally
out for
just
the big girls, that is what it was
what is it
called.
called?
Watch out for the big girls.
Watch out for the big girls. So I will say, I looked up and I was like, we really talked for an hour on this was supposed to be a quick episode.
No, it's
We talked so much, my throat is dry.
oh my
I
god,
may
there's a
need a
show called My Husband's Not Gay. The special followed 4 married Mormon men who are attracted to men but do not identify as gay.
okay. The purpose of this episode is not to help you find more bad TV.
Sister Wives, that's the show I was thinking of, Sister Wives.
Okay, so let's
But
listen.
I would be the sister wife. And he'd think he's coming in for a sister wife, and then I'm like, "No, I'm his sister wife.
You're like, woohoo.
I'm running the show."
Let's not give in to the stereotype. Let's okay. So we've laughed a lot. We haven't cried. We've cried for Whitney,
No.
but I think you know
Yeah.
what? We were young. The culture. Listen,
Tanya, some of these shows you're talking about you were watching is like last week. We were young. We were young and wild and free. Yes, there's
okay, okay.
look,
Get it
everyone
together.
look,
Tighten it up.
in life,
Ah, that was funny,
you need to find something, especially these days, for a release. And so
girl.
if
Seriously.
reality TV is your release, don't let any of the haters pull you back. Try to not watch a show that is, holding the culture back. But if, you need a little fun dating
Yes.
drama
Why
storyline,
not?
why
Why
not?
not? Listen.
Why not?
You know what? I was just thinking, love. Cardi B started out as a reality show.
Cardi B started out as a stripper, not a reality show. So
She
let's not rewrite history.
okay,
She's
she
a
was a
stripper.
stripper that was on a reality R&B or, like hip hop, whatever show.
Uh-huh.
And, I will say that you never know. You just never know.
Now,
Our
J
face.
Hud, look, J Hud, back to Common. We came full circle.
American
J
Idol.
Hud, Common's Boo, all started on that,
Yeah.
right?
I will say, you know what? In a world
From the
that's
church to the
to
reality
the
show.
streets from
Now she's one of the top daytime TVs that's got a renewal.
got. What I will
Yep.
tell
Oh,
you
yeah,
is,
she's an EGOT.
girl, you're tripping.
Look,
What I will say is,
Common dating an EGOT, big deal.
what I'll say is, listen, enjoy your life. Life is dark. Stuff is hard. And if you can find some laugh or maybe a cry because you watch some Love is Blind show and your heart gets touched, enjoy
Just try
it.
to laugh with someone. Oh, my other favorite. I don't even know why I didn't mention this. Love on the Spectrum. That is actually such a good show. If
My
you don't
God,
watch Love on the Spectrum, watch it,
Jen
watch it,
and
watch it.
I
I'm
love that show.
obsessed.
That
I'm
brings me
obsessed.
so much joy because they're so, you know what? They're exactly how we all should be.
And shout out to Car Rides with Connor. I watch his YouTube with his mom, and it's the cutest thing ever.
Never
They do a
watched it.
YouTube driving in the car, and
I
that's how
love
he
it.
started. It's
Well,
great.
all I want to say is like, subscribe, follow, listen. And you know what?
And you better
Share.
follow us because if you want to see a picture of Tanya dressed as Honey Boo Boo, this is going to be good.
And
I'm
well,
not
I
even
don't know
on
if I don't
social
know.
any right now, and I may come off of my hiatus
Just to
just
see
to
Honey
see
Boo
this
Boo.
picture.
And if you share with us what's your like secret reality love? I mean,
Guilty
come on.
pleasure.
Share it with us. We want to know.
I like
We might actually create a list.
I'm just remembering, I also like House Hunters. That's one I watch all the time.
Girl, the list you talking about me watching? Okay. Thank you
But these
for
show okay, House Hunters, that is my airplane or
House
hotel
Hunters
room show.
International is fun. I
Yeah,
like that
that's
one.
fun to have on in the background on an airplane.
Thanks for
Anyway,
listening. Like,
bye.
subscribe, follow.
Hey, it's Jessica. Thanks for listening to Girl Call Me. If you have something to add or a story to share, come on over to Instagram or Facebook and join the conversation. Also, make sure you follow and subscribe Girl Call Me. You don't want to miss when we release new episodes. Thanks for listening.